Guys, part 2. Okay, more cards. Sorry if they're really blurry. It's in pencil and it's sort of kind of right outside. Eastern Moon, 2 titanium or plutonium. And some resource cards are obviously better than others, but since you have to have 5 different ones, they're not all going to be good. So, Cadet, another kind of reprint in a way, you could say, because I thought I lost it. Lord of the Hive, we got a new general here for the Hive creatures, giving them some love, because they haven't gotten many cards. They only have like one template that's completely to themselves. Whenever a creature dies, put a Hive hatchling onto the battlefield. So there's already a token build there. And there's also, I'd say, the 2 builds you can go really, because I'm thinking of requiring a general, and a general will greatly influence how your deck is built. So looks like there's a Hive hatchling strategy, which I've created. You could also go a poison route, which is basically poison. I'm thinking right now is insta-kill. It's either going to be that, or during testing I'll figure this out, or where it does ongoing damage of maybe 10 damage every turn. That's permanent. Death World, generate 3 organic material. Finally, a planet for the Hive creatures. Freeze Ray. Whenever equipped creature attacks, defending unit can't attack on that opponent's next turn. So basically, you attack a creature with it, then on that opponent's turn that had that creature, it can't attack that turn. Xerphus. Basically, it's a general for the Zerons. At the end of each of your turns, deal 5 times the number of ships you control in damage to all opponents. So if you're playing an 8-person game, you have 3 ships out, that's 24 damage in total, and that's pretty good. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I just screwed that up. But yeah, whatever. So if you have 3 ships, that can be 15 damage to each opponent. So that's pretty good, because the Zerons have a lot of well-priced ships at the moment. Another resketch, because I thought I lost this ship, but new escape pod art, hard to see. Nuclear Winter, just the same. Still haven't figured out a name for this card, for target opponent discards 3 cards. I might just have to change it, because it seems a little overpowered if, say, because if you start with 7 cards, you go first, play a mining ship on your planet, and then play target opponent discards 3 cards, and they like lose half their hand in the first turn. And if you got a second one, that's just ridiculous. So, Weapon of Flesh, target creature gets plus 20 attack. Classic General Williams, plus 5 attack and defense, HP 50. We got Western Moon, generate 2 plutonium or uranium. Some of the reprints of the originals without art. Zeron Trooper, Zeron Space Fighter, Force Field. I've made that just 8 of any type, because I feel that a force field should be able to be accessible by, really, if you're using any resource. Toxic Serum, change that to minus 20 attack, minus 20 HP. We got Zeron Troop Carrier, capacity 3 Zeron creatures. So basically, you can put 3 Zeron creatures in there. I'm thinking they might be able to attack from inside, like manning the guns sort of thing, just because your front line can only fit 5 creatures. But tokens, as Hive hatchling and stuff, have an ability called Stack, which is you can put all of them in one area, and they can attack almost as one. So if you have like 8 of them, they all fit in one space and attack for like 80 damage. It's pretty sick. Storage facilities are just needed a sheet because you're required to have storage facilities and research centers. Now, storage facility, we all know, 5 resources, but just to go over it, your extra resources generated you can put in there, and my cat is back. How are you doing? Okay, this is getting on a long time. Oh, he's blocking the sunlight here. Research center. So, for 3 resources of any type, you can put a nuclear power plant into play, which is generate 1 resource of any type now. So it's kind of like you can get extra resources that don't need to be mined. And then for 2 resources, you can draw a card. Pretty sick. reprint of Virus, which I think I'm going to add probably an extra resource onto there and have it just disable a card's abilities. Like if it's a creature, it can still attack, but for example, it would lose poison. HE Rocket, classic, high explosive. Electric Rifle, equipped unit has stun, which basically, similar to a freeze ray, I think, as of right now. Nanobite armor, plus 15 defense. AC Scout Walker, Cyborg. I'm going to make more Cyborg cards using the Cyborg deck. I think that's going to be titanium and organic material. So that makes a lot of sense, more than just hive creatures. Plasma Rifle. Equipped unit can now fire poison rounds. And it's funny because there's a card called Poison Rounds that's also equipment. All the nuclear power plants. And another minion card with epic art. Okay, more reprints. Cybernetic Mutation with different art, plus 15 attack and plus 5 defense to simplify things. Cybernetic, or black, genetic mutation.